Once I wanted to play Mario, but I didn't have a Nintendo for it, and I was at a flea market. I saw this old man had a Mario and an SNES, but the label was not there. The man said it was owned by a dead kid named Jim. I just said whatever, because I was eager to play Mario on my new NES. I plugged it in and everything seemed normal. I played the world 1 and 1 and it did. Then I tried to do the old warp pipe trick, and that's when I got into the pipes. Instead of the usual text that said, "Welcome to the warp zone," it said, "Welcome to the scary hell place." I thought it was weird, and then I said, "Whatever," as I used the farthest pipe, and the intro screen showed up with the words Deaf World 666. The graphics seemed to be off, and it sounded like the screams that happened from the game. It was super scary, but I wasn't scared and kept playing. After a while, I hit the place, and it was the most impossible pass because of the spikes, so I had to die. I kept trying until my lives were at zero, and I thought that it was game over. But Mario came back, and this time he looked like his face was bloodied. I then started to play the level, and it turned into a hidden level that I couldn't see, but it looked like Mario had angel wings. Very spooky digital voice came out of Nintendo that sounded like "No hope." As I was about to grab the mushroom and the screen went black, I resetted the NES and the game came up. The title time was different. Mario's face was bloody, and it scared me so much that I made it reset again. As it came on, the digital voice said, "You can't run from it, the funk." The screen then was hyper-realistic, and it showed Mario again, but this time his face was me, and my family's face were like skeletons. It was so realistic I couldn't believe it. It was compelled to try the game again. This time I started it, and as the first Goomba then walked forwards as Mario then turned towards the screen and started screaming, "No, miss, no mas!" And it sounded like a high quality CD studio, also blast processing. I screamed and turned off the game, but I put it away. Later that week, I noticed that my family acted distantly. I decided to research the Mario game and found out that the Mario was a secret game that only released in two arcades of the Friday the 13th on June 6, 1997. It seemed weird, so I started playing video games again. I decided to put the Mario game in again. I loaded up and saw my save file. I clicked on it and Mario said, "Why and you know stop playing my game." I didn't take his warning, so I played it anyway. I got up to browser and I won, but then I got Peach there was Toad instead of he said Peach is dead. Then the ghost face came up and then had a lady's face and Princess Peach is a lady. I reset the game for the last time and I opened up my save and it changed from my name. It said Jim died, bro. Ah! Then my mom walked in and she screamed. I was dead the whole time, and guess what? My name was Jim. So anyway, I don't even know if any of you guys have experienced anything like this. It may have just been a bad dream. Anyway, my mom sold the cartridge at a yard sale, so I don't have it anymore. But if you should believe it, because it is true. And that, my little pretties, was a haunting most Mario game. A Super Mario Lost episode creepypasta, not Lost episode, Lost game creepypasta. My final thoughts on the story. Alright, before I get to this, I am going to sit here and state a couple things. Now, I'm gonna sit here and say this right now that I don't even know if this was a troll pasta or something, but it could be maybe possibly a troll pasta from the looks of it. Yet again, I don't know, to be completely honest. So, yeah, there's definitely that. I do have a couple of positives to say about it, but I mostly have the negative side on why I did not like this one. Now, for one thing, there's like a little note that says this was written to be a parody of a terrible video game creepypastas. Please know that before making stupid comments. So, yeah. I'm gonna definitely keep that in mind. So yeah, I could tell this was like a troll pasta, so or parody or something. So I'm willing to give it that. I heard of this story from Dave the Useless, who narrated this one. Then Mr. Creepypasta actually narrated this one. I did hear, a few other narrators actually sat there and narrated the story. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and narrate this one. Now, this one, it did, for whatever reason, I honestly find, some of the stuff to be quite crazy. It's quite silly too. I know it's like a troll pasta, so it's a troll pasta. I'm not going to be, going too harsh on the author for making that. So, yeah. I mean, it didn't seem to be like a creepy pasta for some reason. This is more of a troll pasta, at least in my note. Now, I remember hearing this story from a couple narrators. I have to say, this one was actually a pretty good parody, and it's a pretty good troll pasta. One of the main negatives of, well, the troll pasta, it doesn't bring the story down a lot, but let's just say it did have some cliches in it, like hyper-realistic, blood, and all that. The fact that the protagonist died. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna be harsh on the offer or anything like that. I mean, if this was a regular creepypasta, I probably would explain why I didn't really care or like this story. But for some reason, I'm saying this now that since this is a troll pasta, when it comes to a troll pasta, it usually makes fun of that kind of thing. So I'm willing to give it benefit of the doubt on this one. Now this story seemed to be a pretty interesting concept for what this story really is. Now, in my opinion, I found this one to be a pretty good troll pasta in a very good sense as well. I know I haven't read a troll pasta in like quite a while actually, but yeah, I definitely have to say this one definitely was a good story. I really have to say that when I first decided to take a read of this, I did not like this one, but after looking some into it, I noticed how, it's a troll pasta. So, yeah, I really have to say, it seemed to be a pretty good pasta, like troll pasta in my perspective. Like, I have actually seen, a few other narrators with this story. So I decided to sit there and, go ahead and narrate this story because I've seen other narrators narrate it. I mean, it's not a bad story in my opinion. It actually is a pretty good troll pasta. I really do like how it's based on Mario. Now, I think I might have heard of a Mario creepypasta troll pasta at one point. I'm not really sure to be honest because it's been quite a while. But I really have to say it's pretty good. I really do find the troll pasta to be, the most enjoyable in my opinion. Like the grammar of this story was pretty good along with the sentence structuring, the storyline, and basically how it's like really made into a well-made troll pasta. And I'm gonna sit here and say this right now. Making a troll pasta nowadays is not really the easiest thing to do, but it's not impossible to make like it's not impossible to make like a good troll pasta story. So there's definitely that. But other than that, the story actually provided pretty good detail with how it all went out. It's really well made in detail. Like, it's pretty funny too. Like, I honestly was laughing at parts of it because of how silly it is. And I gotta say, it's pretty good troll pasta. Even though it may not be the best troll pasta I've seen, at least then it's pretty well made in detail for how this troll pasta is. For some reason though, the person, well, not person, the author of the story managed to sit there and make sure, how to make like a pretty good or decent troll pasta. This one did a prime good example of a troll pasta. Now, I know not every single troll pasta, is good or anything. I'm not saying every troll pasta is garbage. I mean, writing a troll pasta nowadays is probably not the easiest thing to do. Like, I mean, if you took a pass to some of my older troll pastas, especially those with toilet humor, and you know what? I'm gonna be honest, adding toilet humor a lot in troll pastas don't really make work unless there's a good reason why it's there, or even you know what you're doing for it. And by the way, I've stopped putting toilet humor in my troll pastas, so Just thought I would make a mention of that. I still like toilet humor, though. I still do. So, there's definitely that. But if I'm gonna, like, do, like, a toilet humor joke, like in a Drew Pickles video or something, that would only be on a very rare occasion and not as frequent. Which is kind of why about that. And, you know, this troll pasta actually was pretty good. Like, I mean, it's not terrible or anything. I still find this troll pasta to be quite good. Now, this is an older story. I think this might have been written back in 2012 or 2011, perhaps. Not really entirely sure when this was actually written, but it was pretty funny. Like, I thought it was not that great, but I honestly found this one to be quite funny. So, anyways, that being the case, that being said, I do find this one to be a pretty good troll pasta, too. Like, the grammar was pretty good in regards to that, and the author managed to put his or her time and effort into the story. So that was a very good idea that the author knew how to make a good troll pasta. So, and with that being the case, and with that being said, I know some people I saw did not really like about this one, but I know I'm not going too harsh, but I would have to say, but basically, if you guys don't even know, it is basically a parody of the terrible video game creepypastas, which I'm gonna give a benefit of the doubt that it was a pretty good parody, pretty good troll pasta, to be honest. Now, I think this might be an unpopular opinion because I've seen some people in the comment section of this story saying it's terrible, but yeah. Anyways, that being the case, that being said, this is just simply my own personal opinion. If you happen to disagree with me, that's fine too. We're all entitled to our own opinions regarding these creepypastas, and this is simply my own personal thoughts. Or troll pastas. If you want to call this one a troll pasta, that's fine. I'm calling it a troll pasta. So, my final rating of the story, in a troll pasta level, I would give it like a flat out 10 out of 10. But if this was a regular creepypasta, it'd be again maybe a 1 out of 10. But this is not a creepypasta, it's a troll pasta. So, I'm willing to give it a flat 10 out of 10. It was very funny. It was really amazing. It's pretty good though. I really have to say, it's a really well-made troll pasta. So, anyways, that being the case, that being said, what did you guys think about this creepypasta or troll pasta? Did you all enjoy it? Did you all not? Also, what we have done personally to help make this story a lot better? Feel free to leave me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below. I'm the Queen of Lions. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. And if you're new to my channel, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe because I make brand new videos every single day. Don't forget to ring the notification bell to when I upload, so that way you guys will not miss an upload. And as always, please roll the outro because I'm out.